Jimmy are probably thinking, man, these are going to be the longest. Whoa, there goes the 5-car round.
Yellow.
Oh,
whoa, and it gets hit. Riggs is there. The 97 of Ambrose.
Look at this 28 car. It's at the 38 car, all jacked up in the back. Somebody's underneath him.
So much we can't even see who that is.
Got a little fire out the exhaust.
That's the 84 of Scott Speed that he's up on the hood of.
He put it in gear trying to drive off, but no traction.
He's got a Ford Fusion in his windshield, and Speed able to climb out of the car. Car of Mears.
Wow.
Just hard racing through that dog leg.
Yeah, Casey Mears' great day went south in a hurry.
And all these other guys see are getting involved here. Oh, Marcus Ambrose having a good run there. Looks like he got a piece of that.
Yep.
Got into the back of Riggs. 0-1 able to get through. Whoa. And then there's the contact with the 84, the 70, 38, 77 up against the wall.
70 who just got back onto the lead.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. involved. Couple of cars. Tony Stewart is there. The 17 is there. Bobby Labonte, the 71. 20 of Logano involved.
There's no room on this front straightaway to avoid trouble. Man, they stack them up huge right here.
Brad Keselowski involved, the 83 car of Vickers. So
you're clear straight ahead there. All clear.
There's Junior's car. He's tore up on the right side there in the rear bumper.
Damage on the 14 of Tony Stewart. Right front, left rear. Bobby Labonte, heavy damage on the front of his car.
It looks like Bobby Labonte will be the only one that can't drive away. Looks like Keselowski trying to get his car going.
They just announced yesterday Bobby Labonte would sign a one-year deal to drive that car all of 2010. Here's there's Bobby, the 2000 Series champion, holding that left hand. All the heavy damage on the front of the Toyota of Brian Vickers.
Yeah, he drove away, but he's got heavy damage.
A fire in the right front too.
Again, gets sideways. Ryan Newman gets pushed into him by Sam Hornish. They both make it through though. Then it just starts stacking up behind him. See Casey Mears just sliding his way through there.
Top of the screen there, see the 88 car sideways, and they stack up right behind him.
Yeah, we talk about utilizing that apron. It's really difficult to do on a restart, though, where you have low air pressures. It just, again,
down pit road here at the Bash Supermarket 200. It is Kyle Busch again on the high side. As we go back to green, and just what you had talked about in our pre-race, Rusty, a huge 4, 5, 6, 7 car pileup right on the front straightaway. And you said it at the beginning of the broadcast. This happens more times than we care to think about.
It always been right there, and it just let them all just start piling up behind him. It's not that it's Kyle's fault. He saw the car on the inside take off. Let's take it back. Listen back in the back here. Oh,
Look at everybody getting jacked up.
Oh my goodness, look at that.
11 slowed down. The 10 Casey Mears hit him. Boucher hit him.
16. Look at Tony Raines sneak on through. What a great move by Tony to keep his car. Let's go on board with Landon Castle. Just listen.
They have wiped out
Around goes Vickers. Oh no, another one.
Low. Watch me, both sides. Come on.
Oh, this is wiping out half the field.
This is a big one on the backstretch at Phoenix.
Look at that.
Brian Vickers got sideways and then was perpendicular to the field.
Definitely threaded it through there.
Yeah, Junior did a good job, and that spotter did an awesome job.
Vickers sideways. Everybody tried to go low, but the curbing, the Dragon's Teeth down there is pretty steep. And a lot of cars bounced off that and into harm's way right there at the dogleg.
The nose on these cars are so strong. Man, look at Travis Quapple get into that wall. That's huge. But the
long dry spell for Kevin Harvick and Richard Childress Racing comes to a close at Phoenix. He slides to the finish line while they crash behind him. Keselowski threads the needle as cars crash to the checkered flag.
I don't understand why they didn't throw the caution there. The 10 car was losing a lot of fluid.
Mark Martin, Kurt Busch, Ryan Newman, all torn up. Patrick in the middle of it.
Hop out.
Paul Menard. Sitting in the middle of the racetrack. Look at the streak. Wow. Brad Keselowski, very, very fortunate that he got back there without more damage and, wow, some hard hits right here.
Look at Lick Daneker. Took right there. Oh. What a mess.
Look at that streak. Look at it.
See Harvick just power sliding through there. A lot of cars. Oh, man. Kurt Busch hit a ton.
Ryan Newman took a couple of hard hits.
That's a hard way to get a top 5 finish, but that's what Newman did.
You have a car in the wall on the inside lane, coming to the checker here.
Here's Rudeman. He's already completely sideways, headed to the wall quick. Whew, man. I don't know what that feels like, Dale, but it looks like it would hurt.
Yes, a huge jolt as a driver when you hit something that hard, that square with that. But with the safer barrier, it takes a lot of that impact away from you from inside. The Hans device and everything that they have with these new seats makes it a lot better inside, but still a huge
Get out of town.
Yeah, big trouble. Turn 2 here, guys. Turn.
Justin Allgaier, Danica Patrick involved, and caution is back out.
Like we said, these restarts are mayhem. I mean, everybody's on top of each other. They just run over each other. Let's see if we can see what happened here, Mike. We're heading down into turn 1 here. Back. Yeah, it's already started there. I think it may have been the 51 and the 10 that I saw started that. Allgaier and Danica seemed to be where the initial contact was.
These trucks. Guys, there's side-by-side battles all over the road. Big problems here as the 33 of Jones spins around and collects a couple, including the 9 truck of William Byron. And the K&N Pro Series East champ is already into the wall here tonight.
I think maybe William in the 9 and Brandon Jones in the 3rd Jones now. Go through the dog leg. Looked like Brandon maybe thought he was clear. William still had his nose up in there. They made contact and it turned the 33 around.
Also, Cole Custer in there as well in the 00.
Yeah, I think pretty significant damage to him too. See the big contact into the right side, and then he clips Byron. I think Williams.
Oh, into the wall hard, the 6 of Darrell Wallace Jr. And they pile up behind him. Big impact. We could hear that in the booth.
Nice job over here. 11 up in front of him. On the radio, we heard him say, "Tell the 11 thanks," and 11 came down on him.
Yeah, I mean, the 11 takes a left to try to pass the 22. I'm sure he didn't mean to hit the 6, but simply he's the cause. This will show it clear as day. The 6 is inside the 11.
Clear.
The 11 turns left.
They both run off the racetrack.
There's more trucks off the track than on it.
Little contacts. There's the blocking.
The 99 of Sargent, the 97 of Jesse Little, and the 16 of Ryan Truex.
What the hell just happened?
At the very bottom.
They're 4 wide underneath the racetrack.
And they all have to funnel into turn 3, and there just simply isn't room.
Yeah, too many trucks trying to get into one spot. There was just no room.
Sure,
When you go down off the track, you got to have, when you come back up,
it's a funnel.
There were way too many trucks trying to get back on the racetrack and have about 50 feet wide to try to make that corner.
Great pictures from our Fox Sports team here. Look at that. 5 wide we see there.
And only like one of them on the racetrack.
And Truex is trying to make it 6 wide.
Look at Gilliland there. Just barely gets into the back of the 99 of Sargent. A little bit of damage to that pedigree truck.
On the outside of that 20. The 20 gets loose.
20 loose. Here comes the 18. Kyle Busch. What a lead start.
Into the side of the 41. The 41 in the fence.
And now they're sideways. The 11 goes down. The 9 gets caught. The 41 involved. Championship
inside for Chase Elliott. Those two coming up the
track. Denny was a little loose. You see him check the back of the car a little bit.
Into the 41. 41 in the wall. That shoots him back to the 11. And now it's just on. You saw the 41 in the wall again. Then watch the 41. He now turns left, not intentionally. It didn't mean to do that. And there's the 9 car. 9 cars championship hopes go away right there, as well as the 41.
And again, both drivers were below the cutoff line entering this race, but both had fought at different times during this race and were in the top 4 in points. Both had been up front and led laps, and now both the championship hopes and that journey will end at this race.
You can see right there, Denny's turned to the right, chasing the back of the car up the racetrack into the 41.
I want to know what the 78 Martin Truex Jr. is thinking right about here.
Yeah, watch how hard he has to hit the brakes to avoid all this.
We were just talking about that off air a little bit. Like, what do you do as a crew chief? Like, I'm not Martin Truex Jr. I'm like, oh, I got to stop. You know, maybe it's time to